for the next battle. For the next battle. Get ready 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 for the next battle. motherfucker fall. Don't let that pole fall. You better hold that damn pole. Hold that damn pole. You're a good man, Russ. I swear. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Unbreakable with that last one by me. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us yet again for another week of Buds at Nights. Cole, how have you been doing this week? Not too bad. It's been a week pretty uneventful in terms of like daily life stuff, but it has been a pretty eventful week in terms of um, different things going around Hollywood. What's up? One second, guys. Technical difficulties. Bear with us. Couple more seconds, guys. We're just troubleshooting some technical difficulties. It was bound to happen eventually. All right, guys. While Cole is trying to resolve his issues, we're going to just talk about one of the bigger things that happened this week. March 10th, as a lot of you may know, is Mario Day. Now, there's a lot of big things that are announced. Deals, deals that were conducted on Nintendo Store, giving big discounts on the Switch and everything on all platforms on that Nintendo owns. But one of the bigger things was the Mario movie that was announced, Super Mario Bros. 2. Cole, you're with us. Can you hear me all right? Can you speak? Say something to the crowd. Let us know we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
Sorry about
All right, it's working.
sorry about the difficulties, everybody. Yeah, I'm without a computer at the moment, so I had to borrow my friends, and it took me a little bit to get the microphone set up. So we're good now.
Yep, we are all good. And hey, technical difficulties happen. Don't feel bad. We're gonna get through today's show just fine. So Mario Bros. Movie 2, Cole. Did you ever see the first one?
No, I have not. Not gonna lie. Whenever they did the announcement for the actors who were going to be portraying everybody, that immediately turned me away from watching the movie. I've never been a huge Mario person, so I didn't really think anything of it. But I don't know. Whenever they announced Chris Pratt as Mario, and just follow up saying he's so cool.
He's so cool.
Come on, like if you say so. But yeah, I mean, it definitely. I remember it making a lot of money, and the Peaches song being everywhere. So, yeah. Hey, congrats for a good video game adaptation getting a second movie. That's always great to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll say this. I'm not a real big fan of Illumination. I think in terms of animation, they're great, but I don't think they have very good writing. However, I did not dislike the first Mario Bros. Movie. I thought it was an okay adaptation, and I think it was a step in the right direction overall for video game adaptations. Yeah. But who knows? It's set to release next year, 2026, and we'll see if they can recapture lightning in a bottle.
Did they reveal any plot details?
Nope, they just said that it's coming out next year. I think
Okay.
there's a bigger stream to come about like who's going to be playing who, and maybe we'll have
Who's going to be the new cool person that they cast?
Yeah, hey, maybe we'll have like Rob McElhenney as Wario. Who knows?
he's pretty hot right now. Like, dude's been doing a lot of stuff, showing up everywhere. He was on Hot Ones recently. That'd be pretty cool for him.
That would be cool. But yeah, moving on. I wanted to get into a little bit about what I'm watching this week. I got into the show kind of late, but I've been really getting into The Bear.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude. I'm on season 3 right now, trying to catch up.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep, the newest season comes out in June, and I've been working my way through it. I say working my way through it, but it hasn't been a chore. I've been like binging this show. I did not expect to love it nearly as much as I did, but I am having a absolute blast with this show.
Yeah, I adore the show. Very excited for the new season. There's nothing more than can be said other than what you said. It's very, very good.
Yeah. That stars Jeremy Allen White and Ayo Edebiri. And yeah, I went into the show with zero expectations and was I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm only like halfway through season 3, but I just could not put it down earlier when I was watching it. All right, so moving on a little bit into movie news. Avatar 3, or Avatar Fire and Ash, has been garnering a lot of attention this week. The writers have come out saying that they put all of the best ideas into this movie, and all the ideas that they couldn't fit into this movie, they are so excited to put into future installments. James Cameron's wife was reportedly, quote unquote, cried for 4 hours after watching this movie. I don't know, man.
Who saw this? Was it James Cameron? Because James Cameron could just be saying anything.
Yeah, I know. That's exact. That was my point exactly.
I love James Cameron, though. I didn't love Way of the Water. I still really enjoyed it. Or Way of Water, whatever it was called. I'm excited for this. It's coming out a lot faster than Way of Water did and after the first one.
Oh yeah.
And always they're visually stunning. So if anything, like it's great to see them on a big screen like IMAX or at a Dolby theater.
I'll give those movies this. They are very visually stunning. However, I think in terms of plot and story, I think they're very lacking.
Yeah.
The first one was lightning in a bottle, but my thoughts on the plot of the first one is that it's It's just kind of, I've seen it before. I saw the movie for the first time when I was a kid. I had seen it before because several movies have done the same exact plot and premise before. It was nothing fresh or original story wise. And I think I just went to prove it when the second one came out, and people were like, well, "What happened? It's not as good as the first one." Yeah, because you tried to do a sequel to The Last Samurai. You tried to do a sequel to Pocahontas. Like it's it's the same plot we've seen several times over.
Yeah. I mean, I'm one of the people, I don't really like get tired of that stuff. Like I'm okay with rehashing old ideas and like seeing a new spin on it. That being said, I do agree. Yeah, it's like a story we have seen time and time again. I think it was well executed, but that's just me. But I mean, there are parts in the writing which kind of like are taught, like the whole rare. The reason why they're there is to get that rare mineral. Do you know what the rare mineral is called, Kelvin? The mineral that there's, it's so hard to get. It's so
Oh, the fucking
unobtainable.
yeah. Oh God, what was it called?
I just said it's literally called unobtainium.
Oh my God, that's what it's called. That's what it's actually
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what new visual stuff they can do with this one because, yeah, Way of Water looked beautiful. Yeah, whenever this one comes out, I definitely recommend seeing it on the biggest screen possible. That's the experience that you should go for sure.
Well, it comes out this December, and yeah, I might go to theaters to see this one. We'll see. I want to see a trailer first before I make any final decisions.
Hey, I mean, also the trailer for Way of Water was really good.
That's fair. That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah, I still enjoyed Way of Water, but
Yeah.
not as much as the first one.
I mean, that's perfectly fair.
It had Jermaine Clement in it.
That it did have Jermaine Clement in it. Going into our next bit of news, the Lilo and Stitch live action trailer had their first trailer this week. Cole, did you see this trailer?
Yes, and I'm upset that I forget the alien's name, but the one-eyed alien.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Your complaints have been matching pretty much everybody else's complaints about
like
this trailer.
what the hell?
Yeah, like they're trying to make it. Okay, to avoid all the political aspects of where this conversation could go, they changed a pretty big facet of Pleakley's character that left a lot of fans not quite excited for this movie. Now,
I'm in the same boat on this one as I am with the How to Train Your Dragon live action. Like, if you're just gonna make a shot-for-shot remake of the animated movie, what's the point? Like, I'd rather just watch the animated movie.
exactly.
They did
Like,
that
you're
with
not
The Lion King, and it was literally shot for shot. And I mean, it was still an animated movie at that point. It's just more realistic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so picking out some good things about this trailer, I do like that the original voice actor for Stitch is coming back. I think that there wouldn't be, if they tried to recast it, it wouldn't be the same. I think that
Or you think they're gonna have him talk like Pikachu and Detective Pikachu?
well, fucking I mean, like, to get the voice, I don't know, like if it was any other voice, it'd be like, what the fuck is that? But I think his design
Introducing Pratt.
Chris Pratt is fucking Stitch.
He's so cool.
He's so cool. But yeah, I really like Stitch's design. I think he looks great. Yeah. This movie comes out this year as well, and we will keep in touch with this going forward. But going on to our next bit of news, Marvel's Thunderbolts comes out soon. Now, I have boycotted Marvel. However, they're pretty much garnering hype for their movie coming out. It was very interesting to hear this. I think you'll appreciate this, Cole. Florence Pugh, the main actress from Thunderbolts, she compared the movie to an A24 film.
Oh, you know why she said that?
What's up?
You know why she said that?
Why'd she say that?
So they released a trailer that pretty much shouts out all the people that worked on the film that worked on A24 films. Like it says like executive producer from this A24 movie, cinematographer from this A24 movie, like so and so from this A24 movie. So I feel like that has something to do with it. But I mean, A24 puts out so many different types of movies. Like, what does that comment even mean, really?
Yeah, it's one of those things that's like when I heard she had said that, because I didn't hear it from her directly, obviously, but when I heard that she had said that, I was thinking to myself, A24 movies are most of the time like nuanced, or they have a very clear, like concise purpose to them, and there is nothing nuanced about Marvel movies. It's very in your face, like action, like explosions, like
Yeah. If this movie breaks the formula for like how Marvel movies usually feel, then yeah, I'm all for it. It's been a while since I've enjoyed anything from the MCU.
no, my thoughts exactly. I watched Guardians 3 when it came out, and I thought to myself, hey, this is a good stopping point for my journey with Marvel.
I still think it would have been really cool. It definitely doesn't make sense financially. He wouldn't have ever done it, but if they would have taken a small hiatus after Endgame, like let that beast of a movie and like the storyline that it completed, let that like set in for a little bit and then come back. Like take some time to really plan out what you want to do. But obviously they would never do that because of money. Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, they took a year break though between Endgame and then the WandaVision show, but I mean, I don't think it was a long enough break.
Spider-Man was it
That's fair. Yeah, the Spider,
no
but at that point, it was still like under Sony, and it wasn't like
it was a decent amount of time. It was within a year for sure, but I forget it was the third Spider-Man movie after spoiler alert after Iron Man died in Endgame.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, but they would never have done that. I'm hoping Thunderbolts is good because like all of the previous MCU movies before Endgame, like even Endgame itself, like I do enjoy even some of the ones that aren't that great. So I hope they can recapture that lightning in a bottle.
Mhm. And speaking on the MCU has found their newest addition to their universe in the form of Sadie Sink. From you might remember her from Stranger Things. She is a very good actress.
She was also the
It
whale.
is rumored that she will join as either Jean Grey or Mary Jane Watson, as she is appearing. She is making her grand appearance in the next Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
Hey, if she's Jean Grey, that's great. Why is she like appearing in the Spider-Man movie? Why is her character debut going to be in the Spider-Man movie?
Because they're doing that big, like, oh, the X-Men are a part of our universe now.
But what
Like
does
let's.
I mean? I guess are they going to work in like the Phoenix storyline into Spider-Man's? Like that's
Hey,
what is Spider-Man going to be doing an X-Men like storyline? Is she going to be doing a Spider-Man storyline, or is it going to be a combination of both? Like I'm interested to see how they do it, but I think the thing that's more likely is like a new Mary Jane because
mhm,
Zendaya's character and like she goes by MJ, but I'm pretty sure her name is Michelle. Like
yeah,
I don't know what the
Michelle
Michelle
Jones.
Jones. Yeah, yeah. So like the real quote unquote real Mary Jane is still out there. Same with one thing I don't know why they never touched upon is oh what's her name, blonde hair.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, so what would really throw us through a loop is if like this whole like, oh, is she gonna be Jean Grey? Is she gonna be Mary Jane? Like all these like redhead characters, and then she comes in. I'm Gwen Stacy, and she has like blonde hair dyed, and
Yeah. Well, I
um,
saw people talking. I saw this announcement, and I was on like the Reddit thread for it, and people are saying, "Oh, but she's playing Peter Parker's long lost sister. I forget her name." And everyone was like saying that'd literally be the worst move possible. I don't know anything about that character. I never even knew Peter had a long lost sister in some
probably
comic
some very
story.
like niche like story
Yeah,
character.
I saw a
Um,
comic panel where she like pulls up in a car and she's holding a gun and she's like, "Get in!" I'm like, "Oh shit."
oh shit. But yeah, time will tell who she is playing in these and Tom Holland's critically acclaimed Spider-Man series. However, moving on, we have news that Netflix is picking up another Stephen King adaptation in the form of Cujo. Now, there's no word on director yet. It has no director. It has no cast at St. Bernard. However, yep, they just announced that it's in production.
Yes, Netflix has been steadily building up a good uh, library of Stephen King movies. They have a decent amount. Just looking up real quick, 1922
Mm-hmm.
and In the Tall Grass,
In the
both of
tall
those,
grass.
and then now this, and I'm pretty sure there's like one or two others, and they're yeah, if they keep doing this, well, is
I mean,
that
Gerald's Game too. Gerald's Game was the big one, the big
was
smash
that that's
hit.
a Netflix movie? Yeah,
It's Netflix and Stephen King. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's steadily building up a cool library of some Stephen King novels, and that's pretty cool.
If they were
Uh,
smart, they'd grab Mike Flanagan to direct. He's more good with like Supernatural, but
yeah, yeah.
um,
So excited to see this. Netflix definitely has money; they shove it out to everybody. Is this going to be a movie or a series
it
or?
is going to be a movie.
Okay, yeah, because if it's a series, it won't survive past 2 seasons
Oh yeah,
unless
no,
it's
no,
very
no.
that's very rare.
Yeah, it's very rare unless you're Stranger Things. Like you're not getting a third season.
Yep.
Moving on to movie releases this week, we have Opus by A24. It's a psychological thriller film where a young writer is drawn into the secluded world of a legendary pop star who vanished decades ago. She navigates a landscape filled with devoted followers and intrigued journalists, and she uncovers the depth of the star's enigmatic agenda. It stars the Bears, Ayo Edebiri, and she co-stars alongside John Malkovich.
Yeah, it
I've
also
heard.
stars Amber Mid Thunder rather of she was in Prey. She was the main
Mhm,
character in Prey. Movie sitting at a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
mhm. She also is in another movie release this week. Going into our next one, we have Novocaine. This was a one that's garnered a little bit more hype. I've seen these trailer like everywhere, but it follows Nathan Kane. He's a bank executive who cannot feel pain, and when his girlfriend is kidnapped during a bank robbery, his rare condition becomes his greatest asset as he embarks on a rescue mission to save her. Also stars Amber Midthunder and Jack Quaid as the titular Nathan Kane.
Yeah, it also has Jacob Batalon from Spider-Man. The one was he's Ned in the Spider-Man movies with Tom
Mhm.
Holland. This is currently at 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. I really want to see this. I've been seeing trailers for it. It looks really, really cool. And I love Jack Quaid. Anything that he does, I'll definitely check out.
It also stars Ray Nicholson.
Yeah,
He's
Jack
this,
Nicholson's son.
yeah. He's fantastic. He was in Smile 2, which came out last year. If you have not seen that, I highly recommend it. Fantastic. I want to go back to Opus real quick. Have you heard anything about this one, Cole?
Did not know about this movie until you put it in the docket. I
Mhm.
looked it up, obviously, and it's a horror musical, is what Google is
It's a
classifying.
horror musical. I
I
mean,
haven't
yeah,
watched the trailer, but I mean, it's A24. Like I said, it's sitting at a 40% of Rotten Tomatoes. But like I always say, go watch the movie for yourself. Don't let other people decide if you like it or not. I like plenty of quote unquote bad movies, so
mhm.
this might be really, really good. Who knows?
Yep, I agree with you 100%. And going into our last big movie release for this week, we have The Day the Earth Blew Up, the newest Looney Tunes movie. Um, Follows Porky Pig and Daffy Duck as they discover an alien mind control plot and have to team up to save the world. I heard nothing about this movie. It's
No
probably going
idea.
to be on HBO Max here in like a month or two,
Did
but
it come out in theaters or
it came out
is
in
it?
theaters, wide
Oh
release.
wow, that's cool. I didn't
Uh,
hear anything. It's got an 86 on Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah, I heard nothing about this movie. I was like,
90% of
this movie
people like
flew
it. I'll
so
give it.
far under the radar, especially for something as big as Looney Tunes. Like, heard nothing about it.
Yeah, definitely check it out. I might wait till it comes to streaming, but
Yeah, I probably would
definitely.
not go to theaters to see this, but I will definitely watch it when it comes to streaming. All right, that does it for movie releases. Now we're going to get into our movie recommendation this week. Cole, it was your week. What movie did you recommend?
Yeah, so I actually just watched this last night. It's a movie called The Creator. Came out in 2020, and it stars John David Washington and Hema Chan and Ken Watanabe, directed by Gareth Edwards. This movie is a sci-fi movie. It's set in the near future, where in the past we have discovered and built robots much earlier than what we had now, and developed AI a lot faster as well. At the point in the story that we pick up on, AI and humanity, particularly the United States of America specifically, is at war with AI, whereas the rest of the world thinks AI is like friendly and they adopt them into their civilizations, live together peacefully and everything. Um, if anything, this movie is the visuals in this movie are spectacular. Some of the best visuals I've seen in a movie of recent memory. Cinematography is amazing. The visual effects, like the whole 9 yards. A lot of people like don't like the plot of this movie, saying it's very basic, doesn't really do anything new, like predictable. I'm okay with rehashing old ideas, so I really enjoyed this movie. It's around 2 hours long, maybe a little bit longer. Definitely check it out. It's probably one of my favorite performances from John David Washington as well. I like really liking his career. He's Denzel Washington's son. Very excited to see him pop up in more things. But yeah, Kelvin, if you haven't checked this movie out, I definitely recommend it. Very cool.
So it was crazy. So when you recommended this movie, I looked it up and I was like, where have I seen this before? And I was looking at the poster and I was like, oh my God. So when I went to visit home last time, my grandparents were actually watching this movie because
Okay.
my grandfather's really big into like sci-fi. So I watched like 5 minutes and I was like captivated. And
Oh
I
yeah.
could not remember, like I never got the name of the movie. So I was like struggling to find like anything about this movie I could. But now that I have a name and you've definitely recommended it to me. Like I want to check this out and I'll watch this.
Yeah, the
Um,
movie is really cool.
yeah, yeah, I agree. From the 5 minutes I saw, I was very invested. All right, going right into games we're playing this week. I'll start off. This week I've been playing. It's been out for a while now, but I just am playing through Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it's my first endeavor through this game, and let me tell you, it is hard.
Yeah.
This is the hardest FromSoft game I have ever played, probably.
Yeah.
And that's a big one, considering that all their games are unforgiving.
How this is your first time playing?
This is my very first time playing through it.
Wow. What's the last boss you fought?
Oh God, well, I'm currently stuck on a boss. I'm fighting the Guardian Ape right now.
Okay. Okay. So you might be past where I got stuck at.
Really?
Yeah. I am terrible at FromSoft games. I absolutely adore them because of like the world building that they bring to their games from software, the fan service that they do. Like adore that studio. I adore all the games they make.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not made for me. I can never beat one, especially on my own. I've only ever beaten Dark Souls 3, but yeah,
Dark Souls 3 is good. Dark Souls 3
yeah.
is real good.
But yeah, this game is like from what I played, it's a lot of fun, and I'm sure you'll be able to beat it and really enjoy it.
I've been having a blast with this game. Like I said, this one is different, way different than other FromSoft titles. The story is not so much shrouded in an air of mystery. It's a lot more straightforward. And the combat it was very frustrating to get used to the new like mechanics that are different from every other FromSoft game. But once I got the hang of them, oh my God, some encounters are just so rewarding. I went from being stuck on a boss for like a day to being able to beat a boss on the second try sometimes. It's one of those games. I mean, it's still very early, but this is I can definitely see why this one got so much hype for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I will be playing this week, and that's what I have been playing this week. Going into the next game, Cole, what have you been playing?
Yeah, I've been playing Uncharted Lost Legacy. I've played this many times before. Like I said, currently don't have a gaming PC, so I've been on my PlayStation 5 going through my like game library and saw this pop up. Very quick journey, but it's very fun. It's the Uncharted 4 gameplay system, but now you're playing as Chloe Fraser from Uncharted 2 and Uncharted
Mm-hmm.
3. Uh, Very short, concise story that explores into Chloe's backstory and a little bit of Nadine Ross, who was one of the. I wouldn't say she was really an antagonist in Uncharted 4, but she definitely had moments where she was antagonistic. But at the end of the day, in this game at least, she's working with Chloe Fraser, and they're trying to find another lost city. And this time it's in India. Yeah, the story is very fun. Gameplay is a lot of fun. I'd say all in all, the whole journey is probably 4 hours if you're just doing the story, 6 hours to 8 hours if you're going for 100% completion.
Mm-hmm. Cole and I both have a lot of love for the Uncharted series. This one is a definite like recommend on my end as well. Personally, my favorite Cole is still Uncharted 2. I don't think I'll ever be able to get back the feeling of playing through that game for the first time.
It's so hard for me to judge which is my favorite Uncharted because I fall in love with so many aspects of each different one. Because I think Uncharted 2 was revolutionary because that game came out with that had the first multiplayer for the series,
Oh
and
yeah.
that was revolutionary for the series because the Uncharted multiplayer scene has always been big. I'm pretty sure there's still a decent amount of people playing Uncharted 4 multiplayer on PlayStation. Uncharted 3, I think the set pieces in that game, like the plane sequence for one, is just chef's kiss. Some of the best like gameplay I have ever experienced. And then Uncharted 4, the story like it is groundbreaking and very down to earth and human. But yeah, I can't wait. They have to do more Uncharted games. Maybe not Naughty Dog, but maybe another studio. I'd be excited to see someone else take a crack at it. So definitely, if you haven't played Uncharted, any of the Uncharted games, you should check them out. But Uncharted Lost Legacy, definitely a good pick as well.
Going into our next game I've been playing, I have been after I called out Mr. Impatient Patty, our guest host from last week. We've been playing Tekken 8 along with some of our other friends from our friend group. I like I said on the last episode, I love this game. It has been an absolute blast to play through. I play it on PS5 currently, and it just doesn't matter how long of a break I take. Every time I like play it, whether it's like for a week straight or if it's like a month after a month hiatus, it just feels so fresh and fun. Especially if you play with friends, it's awesome. We were talking about potentially doing a like a gaming stream where we just sit down, play Tekken 8, and talk shit. And if that's something you guys want to see, just let us know, and we'll be happy to do it. I mean, we're probably going to end up doing it anyway. Let's be honest, but yeah, I always have a blast with Tekken for sure.
Yeah, I'm absolutely trash at Tekken. So whenever you guys do that stream, I'll be like I need a break, time to beat up on somebody.
No, you can be the guy that you can be like the live commentator, like we're like an esports match. Like, he hit him with a move. I don't know what that move is, but he hit him with it.
He hit him with a mollywop, folks.
He hit him with the mollywop. Yeah, I think that'd be great. But yeah, that's it for games we're playing this week. All right, going into gaming news, I was very excited about this one. Silent Hill had a huge announcement this week with the newest entry, Silent Hill F. Cole, have you heard anything about this?
No, I saw that they did like announce everything. Yeah, the only stuff of Silent Hill that I really know of, I mean, I know some of the story and whatnot, but my only delving into Silent Hill is the movies and PT.
So, you haven't seen the trailer?
No, I haven't.
Oh, do you want me to pull it up? I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah, we
All
can
right,
do
let's do it. Here, I'll set us in thumbnail mode and get this going. While I'm pulling this up, I just want to go a little bit more into it. So Silent Hill 2 was one of the first entry in the series I played back on the OG Xbox. I loved it. I had a blast with that game. And yeah, it's a fantastic series.
Was the remake good?
I haven't played the remake. I've been hyping myself up to play it.
I remember like people were shitting on it before it came out because granted the trailers that they released for it did not look that great, but then the game came out and people like adore it. It's apparently really good.
Yeah, no, Silent Hill 2, I mean it must have been like the remake must have been good like for the for it to get nominated for Game of the Year last year. So you have to understand when I first played through the game, Cole, for Silent Hill 2, I was a young child, and
probably
and I it instilled a fear in me that I have never felt since in a video game, except for maybe Alien Isolation.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you.
All right, we're gonna go into full screen mode a little bit here. Can you see that all right, Cole?
Yep.
Okay, let me know if you can hear the sound all right.
Yeah.
シュウ君、
Turn it down.
嘘ついてるよね。騙せてると思う？ひなこを。 ひなこはね、死んだんだよ。ひなこはお友達といつまでも一緒にいたい。お友達は永遠じゃないのよ。彼らだっていつか必ずあなたを裏切る。あなたが裏切り者と呼ばれたように。ひなこ？あ、ごめん。何？天秤にかける価値があるかどうか、しっかりと判断しなさい。ひなこ、いつまでここにいる気なの？
自分でもおかしいと思うの。自分で自分がわからない感じ。自分の気持ちが自分で理解できない。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。
ひなこ、もう時間がないのよ。あなたが生かされたということは、ここに至ってもまだ迷いがあるということなのね。あなたがそれに悩める時間はもう尽きかけている。
あなたは誰なの？さっきからなんで何もわからないふりをしているの？私はね、あんたをすぐに殺すこともできたんだよ。全部奪ったな。全部私から奪ったな。
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
Oh shit! Oh, I thought it was going to die. Whoa!
Yeah, I am very excited for this game, Cole. It is set in 1960s Japan, if you couldn't tell. It's the first one of their entry to explore that time period, and it's the first entry in that series to be rated 18 Peggy 18 in Japan.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Normally rated lower.
I'm sorry?
Is it normally rated lower?
It's normally rated 15 plus, but this one is rated 18 plus.
Damn, that's gonna
yeah.
be gory.
Yeah, it's going to be gory. It explores a lot of like really dark themes.
Yeah.
I am excited for this one, Cole. I love Japanese like folklore for like the supernatural. I saw a movie recently called well, this isn't Japanese, this is more Korean, but it's called Gonjam Haunted Asylum, and the continent of Asia just has such good themes to explore in terms of like the supernatural.
Yeah.
And seeing something in this format for like gaming, I'm beyond excited for this.
Yeah, definitely. We'll keep a lookout for it. Was there a release date? I didn't catch that.
No release date. However, it is on Steam to wish list, and it has further details on there for PC specs and everything.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. Do you think it'll be third-person perspective or fixed camera? Like, how
it's
it used to be?
probably going to be third person perspective. Most of the entries in the series are like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, Silent Hill is a pretty good series. They kind of lost their footing for a while, but they had the PT, as you were talking about earlier, was a really good showcase into their next like.
I'm still upset about that.
I am too. But hey, we got on a positive note, we did get Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2 from that, which we're going to be getting into here shortly.
Yeah.
But going into our next piece of news, we are going to, before we talk about Death Stranding, we're going to talk about Warhammer Space Marine 3. It is now in production. They found a lot of success with Space Marine 2 last year, and that success pushed them to their studio to want to make a new one immediately.
Yeah. There's a big wait between Space Marine 1 and Space Marine 2, so it's really cool to see that they're greenlighting a third one like very soon after the second one came out. Very eager to see this because Space Marine 2 was a blast to play.
Yeah, we've had a blast playing this game. I have not played it recently, but I heard they've been updating it constantly with new content, and it's refreshing to see a company continue to dump content into a game. But going into our next entry, Power Wash Simulator 2 was announced. Now, hear me out. I played the first one last year, and it was like when I could not find, when I needed to like focus on other things or just have something on a side monitor, it was a really nice game to just have up and play. I beat it to completion, which not a lot of people have, but I really enjoyed the first one, so I am excited for this one.
Do we have a release date for it?
No release date for it. A lot of these things just get announced and then the release dates come later.
Remember the good day and age back when they would announce a game and there'd be at least like coming 2020 whatever, or rather back then it'd be coming 2005 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then because of that, like
they announced the new Elder Scrolls like 6 years ago.
Yeah, oh my god, I remember that. Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6, and then just nothing. No word, no nothing. Yeah, they would announce something like back in the day though. They would announce something, be like, it's coming out this year, 2015, and then 2015 would come. And they're like, oh, actually, it'll be 2017 when this game gets released. Oh, okay. Well, hey, it's gonna be 20. It's like the same thing. It's like at least with this one, it's like they're not getting your hopes up.
Yeah, I'm all for not putting out. I think, in my mind, unless you have a leak or something, keep your game reveal close to your chest until you have an idea of when you're going to release it. Because I do get tired of like game announcements that have no title card or no date on it, at least like a year or something. Because man, I have very little to look forward to in this life. So video games are one thing. So give me something to look forward to. Give me a date.
Oh man, no, I agree with you there. It's like, yeah, just announcing something and then just like, oh, well, we'll get to it when we get to it, or we'll announce it when we announce it. It's like, well, fuck, man, you're eating us alive.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll definitely have to check out the first one in the meantime. I've never played it. Definitely seems like a really fun game to just unwind with.
Yep, it's a nice turn your brain off and just make things clean.
Yeah.
All right, going into our next bit of news, EA's Skate, simply titled Skate, not Skate 4, but Skate, period. They released news this week that they would be having microtransactions, but there's no release date yet. So the microtransactions are revealed before the release date.
What are the microtransactions?
Probably outfit pieces.
Okay.
Customization.
Microtransactions suck. God damn you, microtransactions, for even introducing them. If it is if they have cosmetics as microtransactions, yeah, that sucks. But I was thinking whenever they first announced this game, it's like, oh my god, all they have to do is lock some like tricks behind a paywall, and like that's gonna piss a lot of people off. So if it's just cosmetics, sucks, but it is what it is. That's what you get with a live service game.
You know, we were just talking about Elder Scrolls. You know that what was it? I can't remember if it was Morrowind or Oblivion, but that was the first instance. I think you told me this. That was the first instance of like microtransaction in gaming.
I don't think that was me. It might have been somebody else.
But, yeah.
I mean, speaking of Oblivion, I read rumors today that very like vague rumors that Bethesda might be setting a shadow drop for an Oblivion remaster / remake sometime in April.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Because I never played Oblivion or Morrowind, so yeah, I'd be excited to try those out if that is indeed true. Oh, sorry about that. If that was indeed true, I would be very excited to play those entries for the first time.
Just a rumor. Who knows what's really happening behind closed door?
I mean, if I were Microsoft, that's what I would do. I'm just saying.
Yep. Going into our next bit of news, Death Stranding 2. The hype is real for especially me, and I know Cole is another lover of this entry. But Kojima was talking this week about why he casted Luca Marinelli for the role. He said he wanted to, if he got something that was not to the level of Mads Mikkelsen from the first game, people would not enjoy the game as much.
Well, yeah, this is also the dude that Kojima fan casted. If they ever did a live action Metal Gear movie, this is who he would want to play Snake.
Yep.
In the movie. Yeah, so cool to see. I mean, obviously, if you watch a trailer like towards the end, dude, he literally puts on a bandana. And, like,
yeah, it looks just like him.
Yeah. That being said, also in the trailer, a song that I have been listening to constantly is "To the Wilder" by Woodkid. I don't know if you listen to Woodkid, Kelvin, but he is a French-born producer / musician and director. He's worked on a lot of music videos for like Katy Perry. He's done stuff for Drake and Lady Gaga, but he's also like he makes his own music as well. You definitely have heard more of his music if you haven't heard him before, because he like one of the best video game trailers that I've seen is for the one for Assassin's Creed Revelations. It's the one where Ezio's fighting, like he's really old and he's fighting all those dudes by himself.
Oh,
and
you just unlocked the core memory.
Yeah, and he sees that like that ghost of Altair.
Yeah.
The song in that game trailer is Iron by Woodkid, and
Oh, wow.
ever since that trailer, I've been listening to him. So yeah, I had no idea he was working on like new music, and to watch this trailer and to see that little title pop up with his name, I got so fucking excited. Very excited to see if he makes more music for this game as well, because he usually works a lot with video games and different TV shows and stuff, making new music.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check Woodkid out. I really like the song from the trailer, and yeah, I in terms of Death Stranding, I'm very excited for this release that comes out in June, which is near my birthday. So I get to listen to Lil Wayne, and then I get to play Death Stranding too. Hell yeah. But going into game releases this week, one that I've been anticipating for a while, Rise of Ronin. This was unveiled. Oh god, I can't remember if it was unveiled during the Game Awards or if it was unveiled during State of Play. But go ahead.
You have a PS5, don't you?
I do have a PS5.
Why haven't you played this then?
I've been playing Sekiro. It was just an unfortunate coincidence.
This has been out for a year on PS5.
It's been out for a year on PS5?
Yeah. It just released on Steam on March 10th. It came out on PC. But yeah, this has been out for a year on PS5.
I feel like an idiot. I feel like a big dumb stupid idiot, because I was excited for this game and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be out on PC in like a year. And then I just
hey, if you have a beefy PC, I definitely would recommend getting it on that. I have not played it, but I've watched a lot of gameplay, and it always cracks me up because the time period is, I forget the exact year, but there are Americans in Japan, and you're playing a Japanese guy, and you're like fighting off like Americans and stuff. Some of the dudes that you're fighting look like jacked up Abraham Lincolns, like shirtless, jacked up, like fucking muscle bound Abraham Lincolns, and it looks hysterical.
Damn.
I've been wanting to play this. I've been waiting for it to come to PlayStation Plus. So whenever it does, finally, I'll be checking it out then.
Fuck. I'm sorry guys. I thought this was a this week release.
Hey, I mean, it did come out on Steam. That being said, I did pull up the Steam reviews for it, just I thought that's what you were talking about. But yeah, it is unfortunately sitting at mix currently on Steam. It seems that it's another bad port from a PlayStation game, which we've been getting a lot of recently, which sucks. Yeah, so the one of the top reviews in the past day. The game runs horribly unless you have a high-end PC. So yeah, you need a beefy one to run it right
Mm.
now, unless they release optimization patches for it. Second review says great game, extremely poor optimization. Yeah, pretty much that's what I'm seeing across the board.
Gotcha.
So hopefully they fix that and optimize it a lot better for lower end PCs. I forget who said it, but there was a developer who someone like said like, what about the people that can't afford like the higher end PCs to play your games? He said something snarky and like in the same vein as like, oh well, maybe they shouldn't play our games then. That's fucking bullshit.
Okay, fuck you.
You should be able to play like a new game on something that's at least 5 or 6 years old, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, going into the other game release this week, this one was kind of. I was excited at first when this game got announced until I found out it was a mobile game. This is DC Dark Legion. It's a strategy-based game, single-player game. You pretty much collect heroes and pretty much mix and match teams and work on just progressing through a single-player story. I had no idea this was a mobile game, so I
enjoy some mobile games.
I do
here and
too.
there. They're great to play like whenever I'm in bed, like at night, about to go to bed, I'll be watching a movie. If it's not really holding my attention or something I've seen before, I'll pop up a mobile game. I really enjoy there's this one I play called Dicey Dungeons. It's
Mhm.
a lot of fun. Yeah, but if you said this is like a card game.
No, so you collect heroes and then you
So it's like
strategically place them. Yeah.
it's like Marvel.
So
They made like a Marvel version of this and a Star Wars version of this.
Yeah.
As well. I'll check it out. I love DC.
yeah, I love DC too. So when I first saw the trailer for this game, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, oh my god, we're about to have a DC Marvel rivals. And I think most of my disappointment comes from me overhyping myself. So do not take my words as like take my words as a grain of salt. If you enjoy mobile games such as this, where you collect heroes, grinds, and eventually collect more, because there's over 200 plus available characters in this game. It has a very large roster with more to come.
Honestly, Kelvin, you should be thankful that it's not like a Marvel Rivals clone, because the way how WB's been handling their stuff recently, it probably would not be that good.
Yeah, that's a good point. We all saw what happened with Multiverses. Yeah. But yeah, check this out. This came out this week. It's got, from what I saw, it has pretty decent reviews, so it's doing pretty well. So yeah, if you are looking for a new mobile game, check this out. Going into my game recommendation of this week, this one is an oldie but a goodie. I'm talking about none other than Inscription. Cole, have you played Inscription?
No, but I've watched you play it many a times.
I've played this many times. This is one of my favorite games ever. It came out a couple years ago. This is card based, but there's a lot more to it, and I'm not going to get into it without spoiling. I love this game. It is such a rewarding card system, and the story is very compelling, and it pulls you in. It's relatively short. You can get through it probably if you like start in the morning. You probably beat it by like the evening. But that being said, it has a very, very good story, and it's so unique. Some of the boss fights in this game, because you'll play cards to go against somebody and try to overcome them in card-based combat. And some of the boss fights are some of the most unique mechanics ever. I encountered a boss when I played through this for the first time that did something so unique that it managed to, without it being like a scary moment, it scared the hell out of me. And I wish I could say more, but me explaining it would be a disservice, and it would be a massive spoiler for what this game actually is. But I highly recommend, if you've never played it, check it out. It's incredible.
Yeah, I've watched you play this many a times. From what I've seen, it looks like it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Engaging. Like,
yes,
you're paying attention a lot to what's happening. Which with a lot of these types of games where it's text based, where you're like just going through menus and stuff, not necessarily meaning that's what's happening in this game, but that can get very monotonous. But with this one, from what I've seen at least, it looks like you're keeping your attention 100% of the time, which is great to see.
Absolutely. It pulls you in, it keeps you close, and you're there for the entire ride. But yep, that's my game recommendation for this week, Inscription. Well, winding down a little bit, Cole, why don't you tell me what you're doing this week?
This week, I have ordered a new PC. That should be getting here before we record our next episode. Should be on track to get here by Friday. So I'm hoping to
Awesome.
get that. Very excited. It's if I haven't said before, I can't remember, but I had another new PC. I had a PC before, and I was getting a new one, and I gave my old PC to my little brother. The new one that I got, which it was a refurbished model, but I got it for a good price, and it was pretty beefy for what I paid for it. Did not work at all, so I had to send that back and get a refund. My little brother's been using my old PC a lot. Has his own YouTube channel, his own Twitch channel. He's been streaming a lot, making his own YouTube videos. So I didn't want to take that away from him, and I've been fine with just my PS5. But yeah, I'll be getting the new PC hopefully this week. In the meantime, before that, I'll just be on my PS5 still, going through my game library, playing Helldivers 2 still. Oh, speaking of Helldivers 2, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Meridia just destroyed another planet.
Oh, fuck! I gotta get back there. My leave has been great, but it's time for me to return.
So the most recent order the most recent major order we failed. We were supposed to destroy X amount of automatons and X amount of terminids to build a blockade around Meridia to try to stop it somehow, but we weren't able to complete it in time. It destroyed the planet Moradesh. So we've lost another. That's 2 Black Hole 2. Super Earth 0. So hopefully we can come back from this. The new major order we're doing right now is we're trying to figure out how to stop the Meridia black hole by slowing it somehow. So all you fuckers that are on leave, get back. We need you.
Yeah, Super Earth needs you guys. Come on. We need to get off leave. We need to return. It's for democracy, guys. Come on. Cole, you said your brother makes videos. What kind of videos does he make?
He's been streaming a lot on his YouTube channel, just playing. He's been playing a lot of Roblox, and he's been playing. I forget the name of this one game, but he was playing this horror game, and he made a YouTube video for it. If you guys want to check him out, his name is Peyton Schaffner. It's PaytonSchaffner. Guess I'm putting my last name out there. Yeah, that's my.
I was gonna say you're doxing yourself.
Yeah, it is what it is. But check him out. That's his YouTube channel. It's just his first name, last name, Peyton Schaffner. I watched his first video. It was really funny, so definitely check it out.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad he's getting into the YouTube business. If he needs anything, I'd be happy to help him with anything he needs. Going into a little bit about what I'm doing this week. So I've been incredibly busy with work, with life, with every single hobby I have going on, working on music for the channel. I'm working on music for a buddy, Mr. Impatient Patty, as you remember him from our last episode, is making his own D&D campaign and requested a couple songs for his said campaign. And I've been working on that pretty intensively. And I'm still one of the busiest individuals on the planet.
I ain't doing shit.
Hey, I wish I would. I want to trade places. I will gladly.
I didn't have work today, and you know what I did?
What'd you do today?
Nothing.
Oh man, I wish I could do fucking nothing. Holy shit.
I hate myself for it.
No, don't. It's okay. We need times like these, like recovery times, and we need times to just unwind. You'll be getting back into the swing of things, and hopefully I find a time to just unwind for a bit too. But we need, I guess what I'm trying to say, a little bit of life advice. The Bud's life advice this week. Try to find a happy balance in your life between work and the joys and pleasures in life, and try to find that balance so that you don't tip one way or the other. So you're not like me where you're busy all the time. And
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. But that about wraps it up. Any final thoughts, Cole?
Stay beautiful, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Like literally, the easiest way to world peace is just everybody love everybody. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we're not going to get too political, but yeah, with all the shit that's going on in the world right now, a little bit of love goes a long way. A little bit of love goes a long way.
I love you guys.
I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and we will be back next week. So long, guys. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.
I wait in silence, lost in thought. Love's a dream that can't be caught. In my room, I lock the door, hiding away but wanting more. The world's not listening, that's okay. I'm speaking truth, but it slips away. Darling, I just hope you hear. I need you close, I need you near. I confess my heart's a mess. I crave your touch when you say less. You want just one night, then you're gone. But I'm not here to play along. Being left alone cuts like a knife, but now the truth is sharp in my life. I need someone to hold me tight.